Whenever we have elections in any country, essentially what are people asking for? You know, protection to have a job, to have a roof over your head, and that your children can walk safely in the street. That is essentially, in a nutshell, what voters want from us. Which political parties are going to present that, are going to offer that? And I think the risk is, rather than be worried about the extremes, is that whether the traditional parties can still continue to present that as an offering to the voters. For many years, that didn't happen, and we're needing to claw that back. In some countries, the pendulum has started to swing, but the centre, for it to hold, needs to be ready to counter any narrative that would project extremism. And also, perhaps, one thing to say is that individual fringe groupings are different in each country. And you need to recognize that citizens can choose who they think will best represent them. Sometimes it's an experiment, sometimes it's a protest vote, sometimes it's a non-vote at all. But this is a day, I would say, a year, 2025, Ian, you've been projecting what this year will look like. This is a year where our voters will say, can you deliver on what we think are our biggest hopes, but also fears? And that, I think, brings us to a more relevant point, rather than whether you exclude parties from government or not.